If you manage short-term rentals and your 1099s don't match your owner payouts, you're not alone. It's one of the fastest ways to lose owner trust or create IRS headaches. Hey everyone, I'm Ben, founder and CEO of Keystone Bookkeepers. Every year, we see property managers scrambling in January because of mismatched 1099s, missing revenue from old platforms, or unclear owner statements. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to handle year-end 1099s, owner statements, and trust accounting for short-term rentals the right way. By the end, you'll know how to cleanly report revenue, explain 1099 differences to owners, and avoid last-minute tax chaos. First, let's cover a couple common pain points, starting with the dreaded platform switch. One of the biggest mistakes we see happens when property managers switch PMS platforms mid-year. If you move platforms sometime during the past year, odds are your new system does not have a full year of booking revenue. This means January through the switch date must come from your old platform. And if you don't pull those reports and add them together with your new platform, your owners end up with incomplete tax data, and you're left answering angry emails come tax season. The good news is if you're using software like VR Platform or Guesty Accounting, they allow you to enter prior period revenue and connecting the old and the new system in one place. The next mistake is only giving the homeowner a 1099. As we'll cover later on, this only shows revenue. Most homeowners want an annual summary they can hand directly to their CPA or upload into their tax software. A good summary includes things like rental income, channel commissions, your management commission, and maintenance, supplies, and other operating expenses. If they have multiple properties with you, it should be broken down by property to save them that headache. Now, here's where confusion usually starts. Owners will often ask why their 1099 doesn't match their payouts for the year. This is not a mistake. 1099s report rent only, which is typically accommodation fare plus cleaning fees if you pass those back to the homeowners. Additionally, any guest charges like pet fees, early check-ins are included if those are shared with the homeowner. Conversely, it's going to exclude things like channel fees, management commission, and operating expenses. Once you explain that and provide a full annual summary, which should have revenue that ties to your 1099, most owners are more than satisfied. Now that we covered a couple do's and don'ts, let's talk software. When it comes time to file your 1099s, I strongly recommend using specialized 1099 software, not the QuickBooks module. Think tools like Avalara's Track 1099, Tax 1099, or Tax Bandits are all good options. These platforms sync with QuickBooks, they flag errors, they can handle the state filings, and most importantly, they allow you to easily correct forms. The last one is something that can't be done in QBO. And trust me, corrections are common. Whether it's a wrong EIN, incorrect entity type, or you've got incomplete W-9s, these things happen, and you want software that can handle it. And if you want a less stressful January, collect those W-9s early, ideally when you onboard a new homeowner. The filing deadline is January 31st, and it sneaks up fast. Before we end, we'll leave you with a few other tips to help with your year-end crunch. Reconcile those bank and credit cards accounts monthly. This is going to pick up missing transactions and make sure your vendor records are complete. Assign vendors to every transaction in your ledger. It's really hard to come up with the amount paid to each vendor when your expense by vendor summary is blank. Lastly, collect those W-9s up front. This means vendors and homeowners. The easiest time to get them is before you send the first payout or pay that first invoice. These habits alone will save hours of cleanup work and make 1099s far more accurate. If you manage short-term rentals and want clean 1099s, accurate owner statements, and zero year-end surprises, we can help. Visit keystonebookkeepers.com to learn more and book a free consultation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.